Skatosis episode number 104. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Skatosis, the one and only skateboarding podcast where Aaron and I just basically gush over our love of it, right?
Yes.
And that's pretty much
we
what
both
it is.
love
I love
skateboarding
so much. So Skatosis is kind of a word I made up. It means it's like a condition of being consumed and obsessed.
Yeah, our original thought, I love that
Let's just
took 103
right
episodes and we're finally going to talk about the name.
Why not?
I get I get that it's hard to spell. The original thought was that we talk about it so much and we annoy people so much of how much we love skating.
It was mostly my wife. She's like, "You guys just shut up and go upstairs."
Yeah, that's thus the podcast was born. So originally it was the disease, like bad breath. Like
right, like halitosis or any kind of osis is some sort of disease.
Sure.
Right? And so we have skatosis. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense.
But it's just kind of hard to tell somebody our skatosis podcast. Like,
yes.
What?
Because we always get the response
I know.
of...
It's so hard to rebrand after such a long time, but at the same time it's like, well, why don't we? Or I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't even know what the question is.
Mm-hmm.
But skatosis is a weird word.
I guess the question is, would it make it easier for people to listen to us, or make
possibly? I mean, I'd like to be recognized as a skateboarding podcast. I don't think we are, in a general sense.
No,
when you see other
it's way
skateboarders,
too low key.
It seems out of the range or out of the radar.
Yeah, and I mean, you can make the argument that we live in Wisconsin,
but that doesn't. The internet, dude, it doesn't matter where we live.
It's true, but
I'm pumping content out all the time.
Yeah,
I'm just curious if there's like any sort of like anybody's even aware in that kind of world. I know that we've got people that listen. I know that I think we kind of like
we have homies.
We do, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also think that as Old Dude Skate Co., it also kind of lends its ear to the older guy like me.
Yes.
Picking up skateboarding again.
Yes.
Getting back into it.
Sometimes I think that alienates it, though. A lot. Some comments
dude,
I've had.
Maybe so, but I don't care. I love that because that's what I'm doing, and these guys can live through me and be part of it. I love that 100%.
It's way harder to sell to young people, though, when it's Old Dude Skate, right?
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily aiming this at young people. It's just as a skateboarding.
No, but a lot of young people skate.
A lot of mid-age and a lot of old and a lot
of
ancient.
It's true, but
whatever.
you know the percentages.
That's okay. I'm just saying, as a skateboarding podcast, we talk about everything skateboarding.
Yeah.
It should have general interest for anybody. And if young kids aren't into it, that's fine. I don't know what young kids are into these days.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I was talking more about like the name of Old Dude Skate Co.
But I'm the old dude.
That was hard,
and this is
right? But
this
that
is
was
my
like hard to even friends of mine.
For sure, I get it, and it's taken time.
Yeah.
I love the name. I'm totally cool with that. It's my community.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Old dudes skate, and it's easy.
And
to
I mean,
ODS.
I feel old. I feel part of it because I'm old as fuck.
Right. And there is a whole other thing called ODSC, which I was not aware of when I came up with Old Dude Skate Co. That Old Dude Skater Crew.
Yeah.
And so like people know those initials as something else, and that's a whole thing going on. I love that, and I'm part of that group too.
Mm-hmm.
And I share with them. And
they're
they share
hella
with me.
cool.
Hell yeah, totally cool. But it's like my ODS is different than theirs, and mine is ODSC also. But it's totally a different scenario.
Right.
But
parallel thinking.
Yeah. So I don't know if this needs to be called the ODS podcast, or I don't know if I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we were so close. Like we've talked about this
so many times.
Never on air.
No, never. But why not? That's what this podcast is all about.
We got to 103 episodes.
And if people are listening, I'd love to have their opinions.
Yeah.
I'd love to get feedback. Because what was the other one that we thought about? The ABD podcast. It's because it's already been done.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Already been done podcast.
Right. That was an idea that we had. Instead, it's not NBD because it's not, I mean, obviously this has been done before.
Because there's so many.
And just podcasting in general.
Yes.
But
Whatever came of that one?
I don't know. I got the domain and I got the Instagram, but it's like I wanted to wait till 100. But then it was like, man, do we really want to rebrand? I don't know. It's kind of a little bit of a pain.
After that response today of like...
I know, dude, and I was almost I know. I should have been able to just be like, no, this is what you do, go here, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, the whole thing, Skatosis podcast, is just like, it's just weird. It's hard to share. I post everything at my ODS account, Old Dude Skate Co. All the videos, all that kind of stuff. I've been moving all of my stuff over there for a while. You know, where the Skatosis one is just like new show and a thumbnail.
I mean, I don't even talk to you through your account.
No, I'm always in the ODS one.
Right.
That's obviously my main focus. So I don't know if that's the answer. It's easier to say. It's easier to get to people.
Yes, absolutely. But that, like, should that be the same name as the podcast, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I like the idea of like a more like generalized name.
Right.
Like a few minutes ago, we had like the perfect idea. I know there's like 30 other podcasts.
That's a problem then, because then you can't get the domain, you can't get the Instagram, you can't get everything you need to really kind of make it successful.
Me and Joe were talking about starting one.
Oh yeah.
And the name for it is up. I'm not going to say it. I don't know who's listening, but I'm not going to say it because somebody might take this.
It's available, you mean?
Yes.
Like the Instagram, or did you check like on a website?
I checked the website, and then I checked like different podcast players, or like Google. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this a podcast?
I mean, coming up with the name is
it's a big deal. I love that we took 103 episodes. I mean, it feels like the first few episodes. It feels like we nailed it. It felt like this is the name.
Well, it's a solid name. I still think that, but at the same time, it's not like that.
After 100 episodes, I'm not thinking that now. And I feel like we both we thought about it and we thought we nailed it at the same time.
I question it all the time. I still like it, but I don't think it's very shareable, or it's not very friendly as something to go to pitch, or to like try to promote, or it's a weird word.
I get that. Like a one-letter podcast. That's not the name of it, but
the
like
one-letter,
but like W podcast.
I don't know.
That's stupid. I hate that. I shouldn't even said that one.
I mean, I would like to keep the count. You know what I mean? It's like is it like, do you start a show at 1, or is this the same show with a new name and it's 104? You know what I mean? It's like
same show.
That's the kind of thing. It's like that's the rebranding. ODS is solid as an Instagram kind of thing. But
I don't know. Would it be? And I feel like we've had this conversation as well. Like, would it be something different, or would it be?
I don't want to make it so that people that are subscribed all of a sudden lose the subscription. You know, you want it to stay so that at least that audience moves along. So it's that's a tricky thing. It's almost like you got to duplicate for a while and then switch it over. But it's because that's why I'm always talking about when branding is a pain in the ass to change, because there's so many little nooks and crannies of things that it's like, that's right. And it might not take
it's not that hard to do, but
somebody's got to do it, and it's not and it's not no time worth. Like, my time is valuable, and it's like all of a sudden
and
do
it's
all these things.
confusing to the general public
for sure.
of like switching. Sure, I get that.
So then it's like, okay, do you just kill it and start fresh? Go through all the work of just trying to build up what we've already built up?
Do we just do a different show?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I could easily keep the feed the same, move everything to ODS, kind of start fading out Skatosis, and, I don't know. Old Dude Skate Co is a little bit easier to say. You could get people to that site first, easier.
Yeah.
But
I like the create, like, again, like 5-10 minutes ago, we had it. That was, I felt like that was the first one we were.
It's taken.
It's taken, yes, but like, that was the closest we've ever been where we're like, oh, that's good.
Right. Because it was just
usually we're back. Yeah, but usually we're back and forth. Like, we'll think of something and we're like, I don't know. I don't like that one.
And then when you start opening it up for discussion too, then all of a sudden hopefully you got a lot of voices chiming in, but then all of a sudden that can be an issue too, where it's like, man, there's so many things to choose from, or I don't know.
We're going to snail mail. Everyone write us in.
I mean, I could put another poll on the message board, and I can do this and that, and, we can try to get some feedback. But, all of a sudden you don't get the amount of feedback you're looking for, then that gets disappointing. And it's like, let's just, there's so many levels of like, what do we do?
Yeah. Or even like putting it up and then us still being like uncertain, because it's like, did this really like help us in any way?
Right. Like, I kind of thought the word would have picked up over these 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So
How long have we been doing that?
Well, we're at 104. There's 52 weeks in a year, and we've missed a couple of weeks.
We missed a couple of
so
weeks.
we're definitely
yeah.
over 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Fuck. Dead air.
Crickets. I mean, I still enjoy doing it, man. I love to. I like. There's so much skateboarding that I want to talk to you about, and it's like there's been 2 weeks because we didn't record last week, it being Halloween and all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
I had a party.
So it's like I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm still want to do this and record.
Yeah, I just
but
always
just
want
like,
it to be fun for us.
Oh yeah, and it's fun for us. But I also want to be able. I also want to be able to like have other people. Like I guess I just want to be able to share it easier.
Yeah, yeah, and I want to brag about having a podcast that's doing well. Obviously.
Right, and I just wonder. I'm just thinking more and more that the word Skatosis is just not the way to do it.
Yes.
It's not like
all right. That's the end of the show.
I don't know. Well, that's so audience, whoever's listening out there. That is heavy
let us
on
know.
our minds.
Maybe we'll put up a poll.
I think I will because the people that I know that will answer it, I'd like to get their feedback for sure because they're like our skate buddies, our closest group. But I'd love to like let it reach out further and have other people that maybe we'll start finding out people are listening that we did not know about. I'm starting to get more feedback through like Instagram and things like that. There's more older dudes like me kind of like finding us.
Mm-hmm. And that's rad.
Yeah, because if you search skateboarding podcast, we come up pretty high, and so that's also, a benefit, but it's also a weird word.
Yep. It's a weird word. We'll figure it out. So we'll figure it out before 200.
We're going to stew on that.
Yeah.
So the first 10
how
minutes,
long are we into this podcast?
First 10 minutes of this episode.
Jesus Christ. If you've gotten to this part in the podcast.
It's just real life, I think people really enjoy the reality of things, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. It's like this is just a show that you and I talk skateboarding about. If it becomes bigger and more than that, awesome.
And if you enjoy skateboarding, fast forward 11 minutes.
Well, you're telling them now?
Yeah.
After they've heard it?
Yeah, after they've heard it all. You'll listen again.
So 2 weeks it's been since we've talked and recorded. Actually, since we've seen each other. We didn't skate last weekend. I didn't see you.
Yeah, I didn't see you at all.
So
I had a spooky party.
And that went well?
It went well. All the homies came out.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Max were up until like 2 a.m. talking about so much random shit.
Yeah.
We got into an argument
about
Skatosis. It was
the name
Gentleman
Skatosis.
Mike. Yeah, the name Skatosis. We got to get him on the show. He wants on the show.
All right.
One was about like skins on like mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It got deep. Like Joe woke up. She's like, "Yeah, I heard you guys talking about skins on potato." Yeah, it got heavy.
Wow.
It was respectful though.
Were you guys eating potato skins?
We were not. I don't know how that came up, but that then divulged into like 30 other like arguments and like debating between things. Mm-hmm. So he might be a good one to get on here. He's ready in the cannon.
All right. Well, make it happen.
All right. It's out there now. So Max, now you know.
We'll start our new show with just doing weird interviews.
It'll be called Weird Interviews.
Yeah.
That's good.
That might be available.
That might be available.
Yeah, so man, I've been posting all kinds of stuff to the board so that I definitely have topics that we can go over. But there was something in the car we were talking about that I said, let's save it. What was it that we were talking about?
Oh my God, of course. This is what happens every time and we forget it.
Right? We were talking about, was it about the Thank You skateboarding? Was it
Tori Podwell and Daewon Song?
So I asked you in the car if you'd heard about it because there's a whole thing here on the message board where I had posted the thing that Daewon posted about him leaving almost. After all these years, he just said he'd left, right?
Yes.
So I had posted that on the Barn Burner board, right? But Enrique from Mexico, he wrote back right away and he's like, "Thank You Skateboards. It's the new Daewon Tori Podwell company." Like he's the one that turned me onto it.
Oh, so he was on top of it.
Yeah, totally on top of it, dude. It doesn't matter what time I post stuff, he's on it. Like
that's true. Yeah.
So I go and I look at this thing up and it's just a website with this like really glossy, shiny, happy cloud.
It kind of looks like Mario, right?
A little bit, yeah. It's Mario-ish. It's kind of Tokidoki, a little bit like, it's an interesting graphic. It's really cute. But it's like a cloud emoji. And it's just got a link to the Instagram. There's nothing but that.
Sure.
You go to the Instagram, there's no photos,
no posts.
But like, dude, thousands and thousands of followers already.
Sure, absolutely.
And so you start putting this together, and it's like when I read that it was Daewon and Tori, that's when I was like, I was skating with Cody on Tuesday in the barn.
Sure.
And I just end up on the deck or whatever, and right all of a sudden in front of my face is Daewon and Tori. And my pictures, my selfies that I took with him at Cream City, I had
you posted that Tuesday. I didn't get that at all.
So,
I didn't realize either of them left.
Because even today, you still didn't realize it. So what I posted...
No, I was sleeping on that. I don't know what happened. I didn't see like either of that.
Right.
It was like later in the week, and I'm like, holy shit.
But it's not like I knew. I stapled those things up years ago. And I just that's why I was like, I must have had a premonition.
You're like, premonition. And I'm like, what is he talking about?
Did you see the first comment and like? It was day one.
No, yeah, I did say day one.
Because he's like...
But that still didn't make sense to me. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything?
It was like the prayers and then like the spooky thing, like, ooh, spooky premonition or something. But so I just happened to put a picture of those two guys up next to each other. And so Day1 and Tori have left their respective companies. Plan B.
Yes.
Tori, I guess it took a couple of years working off his contract because I got the latest Thrasher, I think the day after. And it was the next day. And so there's a whole thing all about it.
And they're riding thank you boards.
No, they're blanks, it said. He said they've been writing blanks this whole time. There's nothing.
There's a picture of Tori that says,
Does it say thank you?
That kind of the logo.
I haven't seen that yet.
Thank you. You know what I mean? Like the swirls around it.
I haven't seen that one yet.
And then day one, there's a picture of him, and it just has like pictures of like bananas and watermelon, like fruits. That looks like... I don't know what other company has that board. Why would he be riding a different? Yeah,
so they're on new. They got new deals,
dude.
It's a new deal they're doing together. It's their company. They're starting it up.
They're gonna bring back New Deal.
Maybe. Yeah. No, but it's a really awesome interview.
Tori, whatever happened to Ghetto Wheels? Remember they were trying to bring that back?
Yeah, but he's on definitely some weird wheel brand that I'm
Is he
not
on Ghetto Wheels?
Is it Ghetto?
Because I thought he's the one that brought it back.
It's in that article because there's somebody talking
Ghetto
about
Child.
Yeah, Ghetto Child.
Yeah, because that was
the one.
old. Yeah.
So he's.
I guess
still
I was
on
just
those.
saying. Yeah.
And so in the interview, they're basically talking about they're starting this new thing, but it's like they've got their whole different trips. Like he's on Spitfire day one. He's on the Ghetto Child wheels. They have different trucks. They're on different shoes.
Sure. But that's
But they're
it's
starting,
a board company. Yeah.
But it's just the two of them, and they're of course they want to put the team together.
And then even when I found out later in the week, I'm like, oh. Shane O'Neill's company. That was my first thought right away.
Maybe he'll be the first pro on it.
No, I think Shane's doing his own thing.
Well, I don't know.
So we got Shane O'Neill, Mark Johnson, Dae
dude.
Wong,
okay, hang on.
and Tori.
Did you see Mark Johnson put that whole Carter off-lean edit up together? Did you see
No.
that? What?
What do you mean? Oh, whole edit. I mean, I've seen clips of Carter.
But it's on the Business and Company, and it's a whole Carter clip. And it's got Mark Johnson's face, and it's like a van peeling out because he loves vans. And then it's like all of Carter's stuff, like 8 or 9. It's a full Carter edit. Super cool.
On
the Business and Company's Instagram account. It's like the second post in.
No, it's a post.
It's a post.
So it's like a minute long.
Full minute of just all Carter.
I mean, he's
so
a smooth
good.
criminal.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah.
And it says how you pronounce his name. It's like Offlean. A-Flean.
Oh, Sea Dog.
He's
That's what I call him. I've never called him that.
I'm just saying because his name is the Instagram account is C Offlean. Like
his last name.
Yeah. So I mean, he's just making sure people know how to say his name because he rips.
Yeah, he does.
But it's all his stuff. Like the first thing in is like on that crazy little wedge, blunt front blunt. Remember that crazy steep thing? It's like at the LA
doesn't
courthouse
it go like
or something.
270? Oh,
no, it's older stuff. So like all
Did
the
you
things
see that clip of Carter going 270 in the front blunt?
It's in the
park.
It might be.
It was at Johnson's Park. Fuck. So all these people are starting board companies. Yeah. Fuck. How do I spread my money out? I'm already all about Quasi right now, so it's gonna take a lot to.
I don't know. I just make my own boards, and then that's all.
Yeah, I'm spreading my money.
And then you guys buy all your cool boards, and then when you break them, hang them in my barn.
Yeah, they go straight back to the barn.
So I end up with all of them.
Yeah, there's some that aren't broken.
I know. They're just kind of worn out. I know. And actually, Rips came, and his board was pretty trashed.
Always.
He bought a board off of me. And then he left the other. It wasn't totally broken. I was about to hang it, and then he hit me up. He's like, "Dude, I broke that board already." And so
the old dude one?
Yeah, no, he bought the Skatosis one that I had set up, my 8.5.
Oh,
and so,
that I could see because you were riding that for a bit.
No, I never really rode it because it felt so narrow. I had just set it up, but I never really rode it.
Oh, really?
It was an 8.5 and a 9.
And he broke it that quick?
So quick, and so so now he needs the board that he left.
Fucked up.
Yeah, but damn, what are you gonna do?
pick up a new board.
I know. Yeah. Well,
Does
maybe
he have a skate shop around him?
No, he gets like those Dark Stars from Walmart when he in between.
Oh my God, Rips! Or if you're listening right now, don't ever do that.
Because he can't.
Are you fucking
I don't think
serious?
he's got a ride to come out here. So.
You've seen the Chris Jocelyn and Sean Malto edits. You don't buy those boards.
Yeah, well, I think he works there.
You don't buy those boards. You're
even
gonna get hurt more than you're gonna land tricks. Rips, listen to me. Oh my God, I didn't. Oh, he's gonna get it when I see him again.
That's hilarious.
I bet they love when they come over and they just have to like hear me talk about how shitty they are.
Oh man. Okay, so I want to talk more about skateboarding because okay, you seen the clip of the dude Zach, right, jumping over it, ollieing his car.
Yes.
Right, the Miata.
Yes.
So that's the guy that is tied for the record ollie with Jake
Hayes.
Jake Hayes. It's the two of them that made it over.
Did you watch that Thrasher Hellbomb?
Did you hear the music? That was Jake.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
Awesome, dude.
Hell yeah, Jake.
Our
That's
friends,
fucking
dude, are all
sick.
over Thrasher and the skate world right now.
Yeah, dude.
That's so cool.
Fucking gnarly. And
They used two of his songs on that.
And you used one of his songs.
Hmm?
You used one of his songs.
I know. I just used it this week too. And
dude,
before I knew that was on there.
Usually I hate that shit,
Yeah.
but like
It works.
I'm down for. Yeah, that works.
It totally works. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's
and there's
fucking
the
gnarly.
beat and it's
so
like,
the Hellbomb was gnarly. He ollied that car again.
so he ollied so he just rolls right up to the competition. Like it's just a crazy hill bomb, right?
Yeah,
with a
and he
jump
just
ramp.
fucking-
He
yeah,
just
with the
pulls
jump
in,
ramp.
I'm gonna ollie my car.
Fucked up.
And then they put the launch ramp and everybody's
Over
jumping
the-
his car, grinding his windshield.
The ollie over the car didn't win.
No, it didn't.
No,
He should get
It
some of the
was-
money because his car got trashed.
yeah,
Right?
pay for the car. No, he wanted it to get thrashed.
Yeah, he did.
So the winner,
I mean,
the
it's
boy.
okay. It's a low Miata. It's very low to the ground. But damn, dude, his buddies were in the car while he ollied it.
Yeah, dude, I don't care
It's
what kind of car.
It's so gnarly.
Dude, I'm not gonna ollie. What's the smallest car? I'm not gonna ollie
I
a
couldn't-
toy
yeah,
car.
I couldn't even. Oh, yeah, exactly. I couldn't
Yeah.
do that either.
So fucked up to ollie.
So-
I want to see long way. Fuck it. I want to see long way, dude.
Ollie,
Yeah.
you have to be.
And maybe from Tori. Because
Maybe.
that nose grind is fucked up. Yeah, that's like 18 feet tall. So the winner, Hellbomb,
dude,
Evan
Smith,
dressed as
right as
Muska? Was he dressed as
I don't know if he was
Muska?
dressed. He had the backpack, but he didn't have
I
the.
thought he had a stereo.
Did he have it at one point?
I don't know. I
dude.
could be wrong.
The cleanest 540 air over the thing, like nose
Damn.
540 nose grab,
Damn.
so clean.
He's got, and you saw that his part came up on Thrasher, right? His piece part came out.
I didn't watch it because I'll end up watching it, but it's
His-
like I have the whole thing.
His ender
is it
is
different?
a 540.
You're right.
Same five.
It's the same from
grab.
the movie.
He knows that trick, dude.
It's so
he does
good.
360,
Mhm.
and then that like little turn at the end.
It's just
that's
yeah.
like dialed in.
It's just a revert before he hits the ground.
Yeah, that's dialed because
So good.
That the ender in piece, and then that hill bomb.
Yeah.
Identical.
And man, he got 20 grand for that?
20 grand.
That's
He
insane.
broke the check. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Does he still get that money?
That's not the check. That's just the,
I'm like,
Did you
Evan,
see-
Evan, be
Did you
chill.
see Nija? He just posted a picture of all his old SLS like checks. They look like credit cards.
Yeah.
They were
yeah,
big.
he still has them. That's what I'm saying. He cashed those in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's
Evan's trashing his check. Get
broke
paid,
it.
my friend.
I'm sure.
I love. He got
I'm sure
it though,
there's
and
an
he's like, "This is
actual-
so much money."
I'm sure there's an actual check or actual cash.
Yeah,
But damn, dude, that's a serious purse for one person on a hill bomb.
Yeah.
Like crazy, like Halloween competition.
yeah,
That's-
that's a Halloween
It's
competition.
gnarly, man. Did you see?
But I
the-
mean, a
Did
540.
you see the other Halloween edit that they did for Santa Cruz with that dude that went pro?
Yes, Kevin Braun.
Yeah, dude.
Congrats,
Congrats.
dude.
That
Well
was-
deserved.
that was pretty
fucking
cool.
rips. I just read his. There's like a couple like new dudes in that Thrasher, and Kevin
Yeah.
Braun was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about. And those graphics are sick.
Yeah.
I like those.
That's so cool, man, when they make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, and it was at that Tempe Halloween edit.
Yeah,
They've been
yeah.
doing that for a couple years.
I know.
Yeah,
And
that's
so then
sick.
to go pro at that is cool, man.
Yeah,
That's like,
Duffman.
that's
Duffman
cool. Yeah.
going pro. That was gnarly.
That was really cool. Yeah, so man, so this dude Zach, I think it's Zach, right? Zay.
Honestly,
What is his actual name?
remember?
His Instagram is ZAY_1K___. So I forget exactly what his
Remember
name is.
when we thought it was weird that Tom Asta was on Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
Look at the pros for Santa Cruz now.
No. Dude,
Cody-
Jake
Cody
Wooten
Davis
is
isn't
coming
pro.
up. Jake Wooten's going to be
Jake
pro.
Wooten. Who do you think's going to go pro first? Jake Wooten or Cody Davis. Cody Davis, that blue hair, fucking kinked rails.
I think Jake.
We'll see.
Jake is
we'll
good,
see.
man.
But both of them. Okay, so look at those guys. Tom Asta, Marcus McCoy. These are fucking like street skate. Like it makes sense now. Tom Asta was sitting for a while, and now it's like Kevin Braun. Those are all like street rippers.
Dude, Tom Asta is so good.
Yeah, yeah, he's real good.
So I love it that Enrique's also posting to the Barnburner crew board too.
Was that the Gons Gap?
Might have been, but this is all Tony Hawk street skating.
Yeah,
from 92
I watched
to 94, right? That's so good because like there's a lot of tricks that he's got in there, man.
And Tony doesn't skate street.
No. But like there's a lot of meat in there. But he's so tall and gangly.
It's funny. It looks like a kid's sponsor me tape, just because it's
Right.
like so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, crazy. But what else? He posted a couple. Yeah, this one dude doing a like what is that? A tray flip up to a one-footed dark slide. I mean, it's like totally like Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes.
So many tricks.
Yeah, it's getting
Didn't you
real
send me one
crazy.
that was like? What did you send me? That was like video game or something. I think that's what you said.
Not the glitch one.
No, but it was just like trick after trick. I think he went from like tail to nose to 540 out or something.
Oh, I would have to look again.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
thinking
on
of a different
ledge.
one.
I don't know. You sent me something where it was totally like, oh my gosh, it's these keys.
The guys that creamed today, there was a
Yeah.
few guys like 2 or 3 or 4 tricks in one thing.
I got to track down the one dude's screen name because I know that we've skated before and I know I filmed him before, but he's definitely a Cream City local. And then the other guy, you said his name was Max?
Yeah,
I got to
Max
look up.
Murphy.
Yeah, I forget his actual screen too, but man, I
I think it's Hanksy.
got so many good like clips of those two guys. Like I was
Yeah,
trying
dude.
to just like they were just flowing everywhere, going so
Oh,
fast.
let's talk about that.
Yeah, so man, we had an awesome day today just skating. Like we went early and skated Cream City.
Yeah.
like for I don't know what 4 hours today.
We still got to get to 4 seasons though. Still have not gone.
No, I would like to do that. It's just they didn't open early enough for us today.
Yes.
But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna skate. You're gonna skate Cream City, and we did.
No, we'll definitely hit 4 seasons. They've got a little like it's a half pipe mini with a spine. It's not as small as the mini at Cream, but it's
But
a
it's
little
like
bit
in between.
Yeah, and it's not quite the 4 foot that I've got here, so it's kind of in the middle of that,
Right.
but with a little spine. So that should be really fun.
And does it have a bump on one side? You can like
yeah,
roll
I think
over?
it might.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I know that I've watched a little bit of skate. I haven't skated that room, but that should be fun. But anyways, Cream City.
Cream City, dude.
We were all over there today because if you're an old dude, you kind of get the heads up if they're opening early.
Yes.
And so there was a guy that came up from Chicago because they open at 8, but he didn't change his clock, so he was sitting there an hour before dude showed up to open the doors.
Oh no.
Yeah, from Chicago. Like who doesn't like have an iPhone or like it was that guy Kenny who gave me the sticker.
Yeah, right,
Kenny.
right.
Oh man.
Oh,
Kenny.
man,
So
that
he was a little
sticker's cool,
bummed.
though.
So he was sitting there for like an hour before they opened up.
He must have been jazzed to get it.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
A couple other
I wanna
guys came up
skate.
from Chicago area. The guy Dave with the chicken bowl was there today. I thought he lived close. I thought he lived closer to Chicago, but actually, I guess he's in the Gurnee area, like near Great
Is that
America.
where that chicken bowl is?
Yeah.
Do you still have that chicken bowl?
Oh yeah, but he just
Who
closed
was
it
it?
up. It's the guy Dave Chirino, I think it is.
Were we skating with him on the mini?
No. He's probably one of the older guys. Little bit smaller guy. He skates the bowl mostly with pads. He was skating at Sheboygan when we went there, and that day that we picked all the ice out, he was there.
I kind of remember.
But he's got to make the trek all the way up from almost the border.
I hear about that all the
Yeah,
time.
he
I wanna
invited us
skate
out,
there.
and he's had a few sessions, but they haven't timed up with us to make it out there. But
Sure.
he closes it for the winter. So he's got to actually put
That's fully
he
outside,
puts a
right?
fake roof over it and boards it up, and then it's done until he opens it up in the spring.
Smart.
But some of the other guy Kenny was telling me he's been there, and he was saying how like the waterfall into the deep end is pretty dramatic. So he says it's sketchy.
Gnarly. Yeah, I have no business.
Hunter's
in
been
pools,
there.
So.
Hunter's been there.
Yeah,
he's
well,
got
of course.
he's got a picture of his board stuck in the tree above it.
Is there like mellow parts to it? Or is it
There
just
was
like...
a shallow end and a deep end, but it's got a waterfall to get to it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a bowl. Let's see you ollie into that.
Oh
deep
God,
end.
yeah, deep end.
But man, we kind of hit a bunch of stuff today. We've spent some time on the bank and the bank to curb. That was pretty fun.
we were hitting a lot of things.
We hit a lot of stuff, but I definitely have footage. I mean, if you're listening to this on Facebook, you're watching it right now.
Yes,
because I've got a whole
while we're
whole
talking
edit
about. That was sick.
That was awesome. Oh, look at me! Look at me!
They're clips of all me. Let's be real.
I got a really good slide. I thought no comply tail slide today on that curb. That was fun. We hit the little spine as a kicker again.
Yeah, Max is like he's got that trick dialed.
Oh yeah,
that no comply tail.
Dude, it's so fun. I want to keep dialing it. You know, it's not. I just want it to be the.
You got to do that on a ledge now.
That would be tricky. You see CJ Collins, his run in China? Did you see him at all?
In the most recent contest?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Dude, so there's a
I think Pedro's the only one I saw.
Oh, so I posted the link to the whole thing. It's like 5 hours.
Okay.
It's like all the
Is there another one? I just got a notification
there
about an
is.
ETN one.
It's a different city in China, but it just happened.
What is going on?
I can't find the footage of it except for what Pedro just posted of his.
Hold on. Are we going to get nonstop contests now until the Olympics?
I hope
Is this
so.
like build up to?
I hope.
No, I'm already like kind of
overload.
I can't go 4 hours every night, like different.
I know. It is a lot
in China,
but I want to see it all.
Different city in China. Yeah, another contest. Can't do it.
You didn't even see that though. You didn't see the first one.
I know, but how many times have I sat at home with Joe?
I'm just saying,
watching something for 5 hours.
CJ Collins, dude, is so badass. His runs were so gnarly, and there was this one spot where it's this big vert wall that was curved, so it was just a chunk, almost like a pie wedge. Dude, every time, no comply nails. Tail slide every time he would slide it, and it was way up on this vert wall.
You'd have those every time,
dude.
Too,
I don't know
right?
about that kind of wall, man. It's so crazy. It's so big, and then
the gnarliest thing is when he kick flipped in.
Dude, he kick flipped in again to start his run. No, he was doing something when he ended up on the outside, and then boom, he kick flipped down into this wall. So
yeah, that's fucking gnarly.
Yeah, he held up in the. I think he ended up with 4th. Like he was up there. Jake Wooten, dude, qualified first.
Oh, I believe that.
And,
didn't he qualified first for the last contest too?
He ended up in this one because he won some like continental thing, or there was some like other event that let him qualify into this one. Let him, but he ended up qualifying first. He ended up with like 7th for a while, but then he got pushed out. He did not end up in the finals.
The fact that he can't make it in. Alex Regente, was he up there?
Oh yeah, he ended up the China one, dude. So okay, Pedro won this other China one, right?
Yeah.
I wish.
See what I mean?
I wish you had seen this, because there's this. Pedro was killing it, right? He was in first place pretty much from his first run. His first run was like a 92.
Was it the run that everyone saw?
Not this one that you're talking. Not the one that just posted. I'm talking about the first China one, because
we
didn't record last week.
This is what I mean. There's too many.
I'm just saying it was last weekend.
It's not the footage people should be worried about. It's contests.
Just check this out. Pedro's winning the whole time. Right? He's got first place off his first run. Nobody can catch him. Nobody's really scoring even close to a 90, let alone 92. Right? So it's a battle. Alex Argente had qualified next to Pedro, so he was he before or after him? No, I think he was after. So I think he had qualified the best, so he got the last run. Right?
Okay.
So Alex Argente on his final run gets the first wall rebate, and then instead of going around and starting again where he was, he just kind of was like, he just dropped in where he was. And then went around, and then he did the trick that he bailed off the first wall rebate, kept doing his run, but the clock was all goofy. Right, it was a little bit confusing.
What?
I still don't think
contest. Now I'm so confused.
This is the Vans Park series in China. They were in Shozhou, China 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I'm with you. The Vans Park. Okay.
Yeah, the one that Alex Sargente won.
Yes.
So Pedro had it the whole time. And then all of a sudden there's this weird confusion, and the run really was not even, I don't think, as good as Pedro's. But dude, he beats him 92.3 or something silly, like not even 5 points, dude. Pedro was so pissed. He was just like, what? Because it was a little confusing, and then Pedro had it, dude.
So wait, Alex Sargente's, maybe I didn't see this.
That's what I'm saying.
You said
you did.
Now.
This was, there's a whole
but I came back and watched it.
Yeah.
Because the finals came up on, and this, honestly, ever since the Eric Bragg, leaving ETN, I've been thinking about canceling it.
I know. I hardly look there anymore.
I'm hardly there,
There's something, I think, that's coming out today or tomorrow, but it's not the same.
Yeah. I don't know what, but yeah. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
That specific one is on the whole thing's on YouTube.
That's what
so
I
was
posted.
watching that. I don't think I finished
No,
that.
okay, so
that's
there's
what I mean. It's hours.
It is hours, but you can just go to the end, watch the
I
finals.
did, and I'm like, I'm sitting here for so
It's
long.
this one right here. This is Pedro's winning. Like, this should have been Pedro's winning run from that one because it was his double nipple thing. He kept flying around. He was doing crazy 540s. Like, Alex Argentes did not do a 540.
Is he the one that had the first wall rebate, or Jake Wooten? Did you say Alex Argente?
No, Alex Argente on his final run
blew
he blew the first trick, right? And so you get a first wall rebate.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going to do that again, he just dropped in where he was, started his run, but the guys running the clock were thinking he was going to start again and try that trick again, but he just was flowing, dude, skating. And then he ended up going back through the run and did the trick he bailed in the middle of the run. And then so it was odd because it was just like he was just like, I bailed, I'm just gonna skate, instead of like starting over. And so then it was a little confusing, but you could just see that Pedro was so pissed because
always,
like he had it, dude. He had that, and then to lose by like half a point all of a sudden at the end, dude, he left. He was flipping people off. He left.
Wow.
And then when it came time,
I didn't see this.
Then when it came time for the awards, you could see he had climbed back because he was wearing that orange shirt, dude. You could see him all over. And then he came back and he got his award and stuff, and it was just like,
I love this. I can't believe I didn't finish
dude, it was
this.
drama, dude.
Yeah,
drama.
I fucking love
And Alex
this.
is just like, when Alex like finished his run, you could see all of a sudden when he saw the score and he's like, what? Like, he totally did not think he won.
But he seems like the nicest dude
Yeah,
ever. He's just,
and it's not and it's not his fault.
It's always a funny thing between like people running contest and the skaters, because the skaters are like a Shad. I'm just gonna skate.
Yeah,
I don't care about the
totally.
And they're like, no, stop, go.
And it wasn't
like
drama.
So choreographed.
It wasn't drama between Pedro and Alex.
No, the judges.
Oh yeah,
And
so
yeah.
And then the van series has got Jeff
So
Grasso.
is he mad about the time?
No, just mad that he lost.
Yeah,
and that it was like ridiculous. Then it wasn't clear what was going on, and his run wasn't better.
Yeah,
I mean, he
subjective.
did not even do a 540. So here's another thing though, Grasso. Right, dude, he's one of my heroes.
Yeah,
I bought a Jalopy Skate Co. hat today.
Hell yeah, dude! The love letters are
are
so
awesome.
underrated.
Dude, I watch every one of them.
They are fantastic.
But so these Vans Park series hired Jeff Grasso to have this little final word or something they call it, the last word or something. And so he always comes in and talks basically after either the semifinals and then the finals. They give him like a couple of minutes to talk, and he's out there saying like, he could see what was going on, and he's like, he thinks it's ridiculous that one of the judges doesn't ride transition. And he's in here judging transition. So he called him out by name, everything.
Damn.
And then at the end, Chris
Who was
Past,
it? Kelly Hart?
no, I forget his name. I forget. He was like the main judge.
He's not.
And he's not a skater of transition. So he's like, how can this guy judge this competition?
And yeah, I fucking love Grasso because he doesn't give a fuck.
No. And so at the end, Pastors is like, so, it's the end of the season. You coming back next year, Grasso? He's like, hey, if they want me, he's like, I don't know why they hire me. I'm the guy that just talks shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
for sure. That's why the love letters
so
are
good.
so good, so well done.
Love it. Did you see the latest one with Airs?
Dude, I can't get enough of these.
Yeah.
And like
they're
just
worth
the way
going
he
back.
talks about just the way he talks about skating is like so pure.
And at the end, he's like,
fucking
what do you do?
air.
And he's like, what are you watching this for? Go and skate.
Yeah,
Turn
dude,
this off.
I honestly I hate when people say like, turn this off, go skate. It's raining sometimes, Grasso, okay? What do you fucking want me to do?
We went indoors today.
We did. It was raining. But that day specifically, I watched that. I'm like, I can't do a fucking air. But I love those. Dude.
Yeah, the letters are so good.
I think I was sleeping on those like a couple years ago.
Yeah. So it's right here if you want to go back and see it full 5.5 hours.
Yeah, it's still on because that thumbnail right there, YouTube continue watching. It's been on my screen for like a week.
You should at least watch the
I always want to watch Oskies. I love Oscar.
So good. You should look at Alex Argente's final run. It's gnarly.
Okay.
I don't think it's
like
better
the
than
drama
Pedro's, but you got to check out the whole drama.
But then Pedro won this latest contest.
Yes, but I can't
And then
find
there's a contest today.
But I can't find the footage. And then it's X Games today. Or something, dude.
What
There's
is
so
going
much going on.
on?
There's so much going on, dude. It's gnarly. I love it, but there's so much. Okay, so it looks like whatever the case. Yeah, so man, I just been posting other stuff. Looks like Raven Terche is like, he's been injured or something like that, I guess. And so he keeps posting stuff of like, I can't wait to do this again.
Oh.
And
You would have thought he would have got injured in that motorbike accident.
maybe it was, but there's a gnarly nose grind I posted of his that he goes like all the way around the corner in a nose grind. It's so gnarly. But, can't really. It's hard to describe in audio. Please go to our barn burner.
Our
message
audience
board.
should know what a nose grind looks like.
I should promote this message board a little more. We've got a lot of people in here. Did you see this thing I posted here? This dude that's skating with his he's got like a guitar looper. The red one is a looper. The yellow one is just like an effects pedal.
Okay.
And
on
so
the board.
Yeah, and so then he just starts skating down the street playing this Jimi Hendrix song. It's so
I do
cool.
like Jimi Hendrix.
I
love Jimi Hendrix.
I don't know if it was projecting out of a speaker or if the camera was the sound. It was weird because I know there's a guy on Venice Beach that does it on rollerblades and been doing it for decades.
Oh.
Harry Perry is his name. And he's got a turban full of dreadlocks and
Wasn't
he's
there
got
somebody named Harry Carey?
Yeah, he was a sports guy. That's also like suicide in Japan.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So
it was
that's fucked up.
Yeah, but so this guy would ride around rollerblades. I think he still does it even today. All over the boardwalk on rollerblades. But he's got a guitar and a little amp that sits on.
Wait, where? Venice?
Venice Beach.
Yeah, when I went to Venice, I remember a guy was dressed in an entire like weed outfit. That was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Like his bike was like weed leaves.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, this guy rides around the boardwalk playing music out of a little speaker that's on his hip.
Sure.
So you can just hear, and he's trying to get money, whatever.
Sure.
But this guy, it kind of sounded like it was the audio from the system, but like maybe it wasn't playing to the public, possibly.
Okay.
But the idea is so cool to just cruise around.
Yeah, I think you would love that.
It's so cool.
Get you on a longboard.
Right. I can't really play guitar, but like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, get a drum set on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That should be like a White Stripes music video.
Right. Oh, there's Pedro again. I posted about him so many times.
Yeah, I wonder where that contest will be.
Which one?
That. Oh no, that's the other contest.
This is the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that dude blasting an 8 foot 540.
Yeah.
So gnarly. Into a big, huge 1 foot over hip.
Yeah, I love Grasso.
Well, that's Pedro.
I know, but Grasso's fucking sick.
He is. Oh man, rough cut Zion Wright.
Yes. Yes,
that's like,
dude.
Those kind of skaters have the best rough cuts because they're just simply different angles of different makes that they just chose not to use.
Yeah.
Because he just wants to make it a little better.
Yeah. Or he washes out or like slips out on one and he's like, all right, I got it's going to be the one that took him the longest is that half cab Smith.
That's probably why.
And that's fucking death defying.
But probably because that one took him the tiniest bit longer is why that one became the My War.
Yeah, probably.
That one took 30 more seconds.
Probably. I mean, it's like Jamie Foy's My War. He didn't. It was first tee.
Yeah.
That's not a fucking.
The battle was in his head.
Dude, that's
on the
every
airplane.
skate trick. You can't.
I had such a battle thinking about that trick.
I had to take a flight to there, and then I just did it.
Right. Oh, when I took a dump before I did it, I was struggling.
Yeah,
with
I was really laying awake on the plane.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
But also, congrats getting a New Balance. I wear New Balance.
Yeah, because he was on Diamond, right? Is Diamond just like
Diamond.
Is that just going away?
There was an ad in the new Thrasher for Brandon Biebel.
There was somebody else though that left Diamond. Who was it?
I
heard them talk about that on either the 9 Club or Experience, or somebody was saying something
off of Diamond.
Somebody. I don't know.
Nick Tucker?
Maybe I'm wrong. Yes, Nick Tucker.
Oh.
Yes, that is exactly who it was. That's why I was like, oh, maybe it's just going away.
What is he on now?
I forget, but I know New Balance though is Jamie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Adidas for Nick Tucker. I'm not sure.
Okay, and I was going to bring this up. There's 4, right?
Main ones or what?
New Balance, Adidas.
Yeah.
Well, Louis. Yeah, no. Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Vans.
Okay.
Vans arguably the most core.
And Stance.
Stance. No, those are socks.
No, what is
They're
it?
Stray.
Stray. That's what I meant. Stray.
Yeah.
Don't forget Odio and DC and.
No, those aren't even in. But
wait, what is it? It's not Odio. What's the other
State,
one? The big fat ones.
The big
Etnies.
Osiris. Yeah. But that's not. That's like Rogan's shoes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a few more. Diamond though, they did that Death Wish collab.
Did you see this, dude? I think you got this trick. I posted it directly to you.
Do you know who that is?
No. Is that the guy that's on Welcome? Who is that?
No, that's like.
Oh no, that's Simon. That's right.
Yeah.
That's the guy that's like I am skateboarding is his tag.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've met him in person.
I don't think we've ever met, but like
I see
we've
his
talked
stuff all
a lot.
the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've talked a lot.
He's got some
I
fun looking
don't
tricks.
have that.
Dude.
Nose wheelie?
You could at least do a Manny,
Yeah.
an Ollie Manny.
I hated I nose wheelie never in my life. They
You
look
could,
horrible.
But like an Ollie Manny.
Horrible.
What if it's up a bank? You wouldn't call that Ollie Manny?
No, I'd call it a Manny. I'd call it a Manny.
What if you
like,
started manning
ride
up,
down the stairs?
What if you started manualing up the bank and
Uh-huh.
then you transitioned up to the top and you're still manualing, right? That would be a manual.
They'd
But
both
what
be
if
a
you?
manual.
But what if you?
You don't need to say
what
the
if you
ollie
pop
part.
That crazy ollie, so big, shifty ollie.
No,
to
because
manual.
you wouldn't
What if
say
it's shifty?
you
What if it's
popped
shifty?
onto a curb.
What if it's a shifty?
Shifty, I'll take,
Shifty
but it
ollie
has to
manual?
be shiftied out. No, it'd be like shifty ollie manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine because that's like a different trick altogether.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Ollie manual, because you wouldn't say if you're going up a curb.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say like ollie manual. It would be like manual backside flip or
Yeah,
like
but how'd you get up the curb?
it's already implied.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Unless it's an ollie, then you have to specify. You know what I mean? Because then it's a different trick. Ollie is so although as like a thing under my skating, I should say like just post like a one trick and put like ollie 50 shove. You know what I mean? Instead of like
Not just
instead
50
of just
shove?
the because see exactly my point. You would say just 50 shove. If we said ollie every time,
yeah.
fucking way too long. We don't have time for that. We shorten 50/50s. We shorten 5/40s.
Why are you in such a rush?
We don't have time. Skating, you gotta go fast. You gotta go fast as fuck. God, what is Grant Taylor on?
Yeah, what is Grant Taylor on? I just think
think
it's kind of
it's-
fun to rile you up over Ollie Manuel.
Oh, the Ollie. Yeah, Cody didn't even know what he was doing, and God, Cody, don't.
Speaking of, he came over the other day. I got footage of him doing a sweet ass frontside flip, and
Yeah, he
We
came
were-
over Wednesday.
yeah, we were
Halloween.
right. Okay, speaking of Halloween, dude, our man Ribs man got a
Yeah,
full blown
dude.
feature on the barracks.
I feel like I saw this coming though.
Oh, for sure. But I'm
Yeah,
so glad they
he's
did
the
it.
guy- yeah,
So glad they went through
because
with
they've
it.
already done past ones where they put people in
costumes.
Yeah, yeah.
This makes perfect sense. And
Oh
he,
yeah,
and he killed that park.
dude. He killed it.
Yeah, I sent him a
He's-
message right away.
He's better than I thought he was.
I saw it was posted probably 40 minutes when I saw
Did
it.
he cab flip down the 10?
I think so. I want to watch it again. He's so good.
That was like,
But when I saw it was posted, it was said 40 minutes ago. So I was like, oh, fresh, right? So I'm watching it.
Uh-huh.
So I sent him. I go on Instagram and I sent him a message. I'm like, dude, I just seen your. And I put in quotes. I was like, I just seen your banging on the.
yeah, it
on the
basically
barrack.
is.
Dude, it totally is a banging.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, he had just seen it. It wasn't supposed to be out yet. Like
Oh.
they had told him like
So he didn't.
within the next hour. So he had just seen it when I.
Oh,
had
he
sent
knew
him-
it was a Halloween edit.
He knew it was
Yeah,
coming.
Yeah.
But it wasn't supposed to be for like another hour or so.
Uh-huh.
And so like so we just went back and forth a little bit. He was stoked.
That's
It's so cool.
sick,
Yeah.
and he's so,
He's so
good.
So good, dude.
Damn,
Yeah.
I feel, dude. You know what? I do feel bad though. You got to wear that costume for the rest of your life.
Whatever. It's so good.
Yeah, but he could just be good at skating,
And it's
you
all
know what I
the-
mean. He's that good. He doesn't need the gimmick.
And
He's
it's all the
that
Powell
good.
Peralta flight deck. You see that?
Yeah,
That's what he's
yeah.
getting- that's what he's
Oh
getting
god, it's
flow.
got to be. You have to be sweaty as fuck.
Totally.
Living in Texas too.
Yeah, but
God.
man, good for him, dude. That's so
And
cool.
I loved probably Chase that edit where he fell and the just simple ribs like cracked.
Yeah.
Loved it.
So good.
Love it.
Yeah,
And
that's
very spooky.
very spooky. Man, when they do those things, that place is so dark. And it's so slippery. That's got to be difficult. Like for
Or like the camera or like light cords
Yeah.
after you land. Yeah.
yeah, if you don't know where they're at. Did you notice on today's it was Ishad and Louis Lopez doing the game of skate? Do you see Louis get stuck on a rock in the middle of that place?
Yeah, doesn't that place get swept?
I would imagine they do it especially for a game of Battle of the
Yeah.
Barracks. Come on.
I've never seen that before.
I've never either.
How many years? 11 years?
Right? That's the first time I've seen somebody get stuck on a rock, or was I don't know.
What-
I guess it
yes,
was a rock, a coin, or something.
Yeah, dude, it's probably they always talk about it in Battle Tug. It's probably that crack,
Something.
that crack
I don't
that
know.
everyone that pops.
It was just
off
weird
of.
to see.
Very strange.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Whatever.
A shot.
Yeah,
Dude, if
man.
he wouldn't have rolled his ankle, he would have beat Wade.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I think so
fuck,
too.
dude.
Maybe.
Dude, I want a rematch. 'cause
Maybe it was like it was fix, and somebody came to the park and pushed
Tanya
him
Harding style.
right and took out his ankle.
Yeah. That's why he didn't say anything.
I think that's what it was.
Damn. Tanya Harding strikes again.
Right? You see you got a no comply tail up on the big box right there, up on the extension?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to slide down.
I know. I was actually thinking I took a couple of tries trying to go all the way down. Just
Slide
no comply.
and then off?
Or even just no complying down to tail.
Oh, yeah.
I tried a couple times, but it's tricky. But yeah, there's some other good. So what Chico Brena's dude is done with chocolate also.
Yeah, he's leaving, but
where's he
he's
going?
got to just be retiring, right?
He's just going back to Nicaragua. He's just going to chill with maybe.
Or I mean, maybe just stay in LA or wherever, you know.
I don't know. He's got a
How
shop.
old is
He's got
he?
a shop in Nicaragua.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's where he's from. They did that whole edit. Nica, please.
I didn't know he's from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew he was from Nicaragua. I
think he's got a whole scene down there. I think similar to like how Luan's got it in Brazil.
Sure.
You know, he's got
Matrix?
his own. Yeah, he's got his own store.
Is it Matrix? Maddox. No.
No, Maddox is the clothing.
Matrix.
It's
Madrid. Madrid. Jesus
I
Christ!
think
I
that's
apologize.
Is that the name of his skate shop, or is that the name of the park that he has? Because he's got
I
an
think
indoor.
Both.
Yeah,
I think it's both. Yeah.
But I think this shop. I think he's got a couple of them in the country.
it's also like
but
a town
he's
or city,
big
right?
time
It's a city.
in Spain.
Yeah.
I don't think in Brazil.
Spelled differently.
It might be.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. We're
Oh,
talking
God.
about facts that we don't know.
We're sorry.
Yeah. But man, yeah. So
How
What
deep
else?
are we in? 50 minutes?
we're good, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good show. I just I don't know if you've noticed it, but on Facebook I get a few times every now and then it'll be like real popular and it shows me a lot of skateboarding stuff that's maybe not current, but it's stuff that's so good. And so this one showed up on my feed just randomly. And this is like a couple years old. I forget exactly what country this house is in, but it's the entire interior is just skatable. You ever see this or no?
I did watch
Remember
this.
when it came out before?
I thought it was in the United States.
It might be. But
I gotta watch it. I thought it said in the words because then I was like, "Oh, we should like hit these people." Or they're speaking English, right?
Oh yeah, and I think it's like a Red Bull thing. Yeah, it's Red Bull skateboarding, that's for sure. But it's like, dude, just
where
the
is
hearth,
that house? Because that looks fun.
So cool. Just like there's humps in the house.
The only thing is
room,
like you
all those
fucking
antlers.
like going into the door or something.
Like a wall riding up. Like there's such cool stuff.
Does he
in here.
live in there too? It seems like a living area.
It might be. I mean, it might just be set up for photos.
That is the dream.
Look at that. It's so cool.
That is the dream to have both.
If anybody wants to see the stuff we're talking about, so like this was another one. It's Red Bull that's really coming up, but this grind on the water. Matters Apes goes to Latvia where he's from.
Okay.
And it's like a whole skate scene out there, and he just takes you around to all the spots in his hometown, which is really cool. Killer edit.
Yeah.
But there's so much good stuff. And then, okay, the thing that I'll end up with is this one video that's what I was thinking I was telling you about maybe. Bushwick Bill is this black rapper that's like, I don't know exactly, he's got some issues with his body, short arms, short legs. I don't know what that is called.
Issues with his body.
I don't know what that's called. What do you say? I don't know if he's a midget or a dwarf, or I don't want to be
shorter
rude,
person.
But dude, badass rapper all over Burnside. Got full skate video going on around him.
That's sick.
I don't know if I can just play the song here. You could hear it, but it's on Vimeo.
Who's going to take us down? Nobody will.
Anyway, we'll go out with this song. How's that?
Terrific.
Maybe he'll appreciate it.
I hope so.
I don't know his story, but dude, cool rap style.
We'll get you on the show. If you're
see.
down for skating, we'll get you on the show.
Yeah, let me play it.
I want to thank the city of Portland for keeping hip hop and skateboard alive. I mean, I was at Burnside. That was so dope.
Yeah, we feeling good, feeling great. How are you? Yeah, we do our thing, and you know what it do. We ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nice. And we're out. Thank you. Episode 103. 104. I skipped one.
All right.
I think there was one I wasn't at.
I wonder if I could play that on the show.
Right?
Will they get
Wasn't
me-
there
will I
one
get-
you did with...
Will I get in trouble for that?
I don't know. Who's going to
Can
take
I,
us
look at
down?
it. It says I can download it.
Nobody's going to take us down.
Oh, I could download
Nobody's...
the whole video? What? I guess so.
Yeah.
What up, Bushwick Bill, dude? That's a killer song. Thanks for supporting skateboarding. Thanks for doing this video.
You're down for skating, we're down for you.
Yeah, I hope you don't take offense to how I described you. And peace out.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you, dude.
Ciao.
Old Dude Skate Co.